Chrissy Swan Show.
Hope you're having a nice Thursday. It's time for this.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
That's still Bruno Mars.
Oh, we haven't spoken about him for a while.
Well, we haven't, but he has got a couple of songs out at the moment. That one with Lady Gaga and the one with
Rosé.
Yes. We're playing them all the time. So
All
he
the
hasn't
time.
disappeared. I sort of thought he had disappeared and then he's all over the place. He's poked fun at the rumours that were circling last year about his $50 million gambling debt.
I think I remember us discussing this at the end of last year. Or maybe you and I spoke about it off air because you said, what's happened to Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
And we Googled and that came up.
$50 million. Like, I have anxiety because I got a parking ticket a few months ago and I still haven't paid it, and I know that it's mounting and it's probably $370 now.
Yeah, that'll creep up on you.
And that I lose sleep over that. Can you imagine if I had a $50 million gambling debt? I'm not saying he does. He was, he dropped a new single. We need to discuss the name of it.
What is it?
Fat, Juicy and Wet.
Oh,
I don't
there's so
think
much
that's
I want to say.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Don't you?
No, I don't. Fat, Juicy and Wet.
FJW. What do you think you could be talking about?
Well, obviously it's an eye fillet.
Ah,
Steak.
yeah, duh.
Because that's how you want them.
Fat, juicy and wet.
Anyway, it's a racy track, apparently.
Would you rather fat, juicy and moist? What's worse?
I think Fat, Juicy and Wet is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Having said that, that is what you want for a steak, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a racy track, and he posted a cheeky message on his social media, which included a plea to his fans to keep streaming his music because he wants to be out of debt in no time.
Okay.
$50 million. Hey, speaking of Bruno Mars, an event planner from New York City called Morrissey Bloom sat down on a podcast.
American.
It's so American. And it's so New York City, isn't it?
Yes.
New York City event planner, wedding and event planner, Morrissey Bloom.
Marcy.
She sat down on a equally American podcast called The Him and Her Show, and she divulged what Bruno Mars charges to appear and sing a couple of songs at your event.
Here, I'll tell you a story because I never signed an NDA. And we were working with J-Lo and A-Rod before they broke up. And we're going through a list of musicians. And she goes, what about Bruno Mars? I said, we just worked with him and he's 5. Don't be ridiculous. I said, I'm telling you.
Million.
5 million.
Just to perform for the night.
Plus rider. Plus the night. You get 45 minutes. You get an hour. Yeah.
$5 million for 45 minutes.
Absolutely not.
So what does he owe? 50 million, Piper? What's that? I'm not very good at maths, but...
Nor am I.
mean-
We're in the wrong studio for
Yeah,
that.
I know.
That's a lot of gigs, though. Maybe he does have a gambling debt, and that's why he's charging so much.
$5 million, though, even for his friend J-Lo. I'm imagining they know each other.
You'd think.
Is this the song?
This is Fat, Juicy and Wet.
Fat, juicy, and wet. Fat, juicy, and wet. I don't even know. Cookie so good, made me throw up a...
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.